Mark Tilley and welcome back to Dirtbike Magazine's video series Premix. Today we have a special treat. Johnny Wiseman from the Ride Shop in Arizona has built another bike to rival the Dark Knight. This is what we're calling the White Knight. Something completely different. It's a 2022 KTM chassis with a mix of a 2001 and a 1998 KTM 380 engine. Now you might be looking at it going, oh, KTM 380's left-hand side kick. Well, not all of them. In the later years, they had a right-hand side kick. So this is a mesh of kind of a 2001 380 bottom end in cases, and then a 98 cylinder, and then a 98 internals, transmission, stuff like that on the bottom end. So really it's 2001, just the cases and outer shell, and then a bunch of 98 stuff put in there. And then we've teamed that with a bunch of 2022, some 2023 stuff, but we're excited. I mean, Johnny came up with the color scheme. His attention to detail is, next level. Comes to being a factory mechanic from off-road factory mechanic from back in the day for Destry Abbott and for a lot of other guys as well. And then he does do on the suspension side, he does do a lot of work for the Sherco factory team. So he knows that factory level of commitment. It shows in this motorcycle. I've never ridden a 380 engine, so I'm pretty excited to ride it and see what it does. Is it going to be like a 500? Is it going to be like a 250? What is it going to be? We don't know, but we're gonna find out. So we just got off the Ride AZ, Johnny Wiseman's bike that he custom built with newer chassis, 2023 GASGAS chassis, 2022 KTM chassis with the 380 engine. And I am blown away. This bike is so much fun to ride. Yeah, it looks great. Maybe not my cup of tea, but it looks great. We have people stopping us when we were driving around, ask what it is and all that kind of stuff. And so for me, not my cup of tea on the look side. It looks really clean, but it's got attention to detail. It's got extra clamps. The brake calipers themselves are Motomaster brake calipers that are billet aluminum and just so much trick stuff on this motorcycle. A carbon fiber rocket exhaust, but it is a blast to ride. I've never ridden a KTM 380. It was kind of before my time a little bit, but I've ridden 500s, I've ridden 250s, ridden 125s. This thing is right in between a 500, like a CR500, a KX500, and a YZ250 or KTM 250. Even a little bit more power than a 300, maybe a little bit bigger bore or feeling like it's a bigger bore. It actually is, but you got to ride them different. And when I first got on this thing, I was revving it because we had this amazing track at Glen Helen private. So it was kind of cool. But in the deep stuff, you got to kind of clutch it a little bit and ride a little bit more like a 250. But once you get up on top, you kind of upshift just like a 500. So it's a great mix between the two. Johnny said getting all this 380 stuff together with the 2001, I believe, bottom end, and then 98 cylinder and 98 internals and all that kind of stuff. He said it was a nightmare. You can't just go down to your local dealer and buy the stuff. But man, it was worth it because this thing is a blast to ride. His customer is going to be happy. So it's not a modern day 250 or bigger bore two-stroke. Nowadays we have counterbalancers and all kinds of other stuff. This is gonna vibrate a little bit. If you're planning on doing this, don't think it's not gonna vibrate. It's gonna vibrate. It's kind of more like a 500 vibration-wise when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it's easy to get used to. Johnny did an amazing job on the suspension. The suspension is absolutely a blast to ride. If you're in the AZ area and you want something that you know is going to work and somebody that's going to work with you, hit Johnny up. He's got some credibility with his years as a factory mechanic. So, but like I said, this bike is a blast to ride. I don't think a lot of people are going to get a chance to ride this thing because if the owner's smart, he's going to be stingy with it. We're happy that people like Johnny are building custom bikes for us. We've been really lucky lately having a bunch of people build custom bikes for us, and then we have our own custom bikes that we're building. So if you're out there and thinking about building a custom bike, have a good idea, hit us up, send us a DM, do something, comment on the video below on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube so you stay up to date, but let us know what you're doing in those comments, and you never know, maybe one of your bikes might end up on the cover of Dirtbike magazine. If you got a little bit more time on your hands and you want to check out maybe some of the other 2-stroke or 4-stroke videos we have on YouTube, go ahead and click the video thumbnail now, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out Dirtbike magazine for all the latest off-road and moto industry news.